What's going on, everybody? I'm Dharma, and this is going to be your daily moons. Okay, it is live for everyone because I don't have time to do a daily today, and also sometimes I do the full moons live for everyone. It is hot. Okay, it is disgusting outside. No shade on what anybody's looking or feeling like right now because it is absolutely really hot. I heard that some of our subscribers who live across the pond, it's cold over there. Is that true? How does the weather work? How does weather work? Okay? All I know is that it's hot and disgusting, and it's hot and disgusting in this room, so we are going to get through this and talk about the things, and then I've got a gazillion things to do. Okay, tribe news starting next week. I'm thinking we're starting a new yoga schedule. We got a new place to do it. I don't want to do yoga in this room. It's too hot. It's too gross. I don't like having the studio at the house, so I got us a new place, and that's going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 12:15 to 12:45. Just a quick afternoon stretch to keep us all in line and keep us all active. That is on the yoga membership side of this. It's called Tribe Body. And Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 to 7 is going to be a regular hour-long yoga class. So please join us for that. Also, if you want your tarot decks that I made a tarot and I made an oracle. And the first print for those is coming out July 1st is the day that I'm going to put in the order for the print. So it's for pre-sale now. If you want them, I'm going to do them in batches. So anytime I do order some, I'm going to order a bunch all at once. So if you want in on this first round, I'm not even sure how it's going to go. I might not like them and might just leave them as a first edition. So this may be the only round of this version of tarot and oracle cards that you're going to get. We'll see. There's 3 options. You can buy just the tarot, just the oracle, or you can buy both as a Raven starter pack. And that if you get the Raven starter pack, I'm gonna open the decks for you, and I'm gonna shuffle them and get them all ready and sage them up. It also comes with a couple crystals, protection crystals, sage and santo, and then I'm gonna pull a spread with your cards and write you a little note. And I'll sign them for you. You should know that if you know me, okay, and you've seen me open tarot decks, as soon as I get a tarot deck, I throw away the box and I throw away the booklet. So I can guarantee you that the cards that I made do not have a box or a booklet. Okay? So get prepared for that. All right, I'm just being real about how I do things around here. So, about that. All right, so we have, good morning. So this is your full moons. I love full moon in Sag, okay? And it's a full moon on solstice. All the witches are like, yay, I know. You don't have to consider yourself a witch to be excited about that. I just like it when things work out like that. It's nice. Sagittarius moon is my favorite. Partially because I have 7 placements in Sag. All right. I know, everybody's super stoked. So that's tomorrow. So you're probably feeling full moon effects right now. Things that have been under the radar are probably coming out and about, rearing their ugly colors. Okay, the whole cold hard truth. That happened for me, except I'm the one who's been spilling truth. I gotta quit doing that. I can't help it. Dharma Jane spits facts. It does feel exciting, but that's because Sagittarius energy is excitable energy, which is funny because it's a mutable sign, and they are usually easygoing, easily able to morph. But if a Sagittarius thinks that you're wrong, you're going to hear about it. A Sagittarius will stand up in front of an entire group of 1,000 people and be the only one standing there in the corner going, yeah, I think you're all wrong. And mean it. And not, what is going on in the chat already? I want to see what the comment was. This is a moons. It's moons in Sag. And it is live for everyone, only because I don't have time to do a daily today, and because sometimes I like to do the full moons live for everyone to see. I only do the daily moons live for everyone like 5 times a year. If you want, and we do them every 2 days. So if you want to see this particular version of my show, it's on members on the Tribe Mind side. Okay. Moon's in Sag. All right. Full moon energy is supposed to illuminate stuff that was in the shadow. Right? But Sagittarius energy is, watch me. You might know a particular person who, whenever the moon is in Sag, particularly when the full moon is in Sag, that they show up and show out and do the things. So there's always that. All right, let's get a moon oracle, a couple oracles. Typically when I do these readings, the oracle cards talk about what is going to happen with you personally during the time frame. Girl, you know I've been lighting people up. Yesterday, okay, I mean, it was the day before on Tuesday, I was in this class and we were talking about diversity and whatever, and I just did not agree with the opinions of the person who was teaching the class. And I sat there and I'm like, shut up, don't fucking Dharma Jane on this, shut your mouth, just get through the class. And I kept like looking at the clock and everything in me was like, you need to say something, and then the other side that, you know, I have an angel and a devil on my shoulder, and one's going, bitch, say it, and the other one's going, there's no need to say that, keep it to yourself, and the other one's going, bitch, say it, and I'm going, having an internal struggle, because I want to say the things, but sometimes it's just not worth it, particularly when you're talking to people who already have a very, very clear opinion on how they feel about something. You know, the person that was talking had very, very, very strong biased opinions based on their own personal life and a whole bunch of books and stuff that they've read. My opinion on the situation was based on actual real life field experience. They're not the same. Book experience and facts and statistics are not the same as field experience. And it bothers me. Oh, what's up, Bubba J? I'm so glad that you came to this channel. Do we have to do the thing where we mention that for all of the Jesus trolls, if you really think that this is bad, that you shouldn't be here, how is it even on your feed? Because I know how the algorithm works, right? I understand YouTube and the science behind it. So if you found this channel, seeing as how I run my mouth all the time and we are pushed way, way, way down in the algorithm because YouTube wants to censor me, you had to search this out, Bubba J, which means that you, as a full-fledged Christian who fully believes that tarot is false prophecy, I mean, you're busted. You're sitting around searching for tarot all day long. That's what you're doing, which means you're doing exactly what you're telling other people not to do. So that would be the definition of hypocrisy. Indeed. And it's just like I was saying before. You have an angel and a demon on your shoulder like, bitch, say it. And the other one's like, there's no need to do that. There's no need. There is no... Do you, any of you people who are coming up in here being Jesus trolls, which is what we've dubbed you guys, the ones who want to come up here and talk about how bad this is, do any of you really honestly believe that what you say about how bad this is going to affect any of these ravens? People who are educated in quantum physics and spirituality and who have a macro scope on life and ascension as a bigger picture. Do you really think that by coming in here with very, 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 very small views about your Jesus is going to sway any of these people? I mean, I can imagine a whole ass raven. Okay, I can imagine a raven sitting there being like, "Oh yeah, okay, let's talk about how the moon is going to make us feel." Oh, but Jesus, I better not. And then they scurry. I mean, is that what you think is happening? Because it's not. You don't have to delete them. They're not bothering me. It does bother me that I feel like I need to take 30 seconds of everybody's life away from them every single time I do the show to remind folks that you are entirely small-minded, and I would recommend that you get more education before you run your mouth. No person that I know who is full-fledged into Christianity can tell me what quantum physics is. None of them. None of them. None of them. Because they have not been educated. What is that called? When you only read one thing, you don't read or learn about any of the other things. You only read this one thing. And because of this 300 pages, that's the only thing that you believe in. That's the only thing that makes sense to you. That's the only thing. Could you imagine going your whole life saying, nope, I have no, even though we only use 10% of our brains, I only have enough room for 300 pages. Everything else doesn't exist. It's not real. It doesn't matter if you have proof. It doesn't matter if it's quantifiable. It doesn't matter if you can literally plug, electronics up to your brain and measure that shit and then take a picture of it. None of that matters. Right? Is that what we're getting at here? Do we have to do? I'm fucking fired up. I've got shit to do. I have other things to do than to crack open the brains of the small-minded. You shouldn't be here anyways. Why can't we all just get along? Because the moon is in Sagittarius and I have shit to say. Because if you're going to be small-minded and talk to where Dharma Jane can hear you, you better expect to hear something in return. It's no different than getting on Tyler Tarot's channel and saying something mean to him. He will eat you alive. I would agree with that Christ consciousness is quantum physics. Oh, I would totally agree with that. Because of the vibration. The Christ vibration is the same as the Godhead. It's the same. There's lots of different labels for it, but it's the vibration of all things. In there's Sanskrit, the Om sign. Okay, that is the vibration of all things. I agree with you on that for sure. That Christ consciousness is that number. I'm not discounting Christianity. I think it's a really, really, really good path to follow as far as the basic general, this is how you get through this experience and end up on the good place on the other side. I'm down with it. What I'm not down with is people who take it so literally that they then discount every single thing else in this vast, vast, vast world. That is asinine to me. It just is. So go learn stuff. All right, here we go. Faith is absolutely a vibration. When you put it out there, when you're doing the meditation, okay, another word for meditation is prayer. Untwist your panties. Okay, it's the same with different labels. This bookshelf over here, all right, every single one of those books is a religious book, a religious text from a different part of the world. They're all pretty much the same. Don't be an asshat. It's the same guidelines for the channel. We talk about this all the time. She has it all figured out. I don't have it all figured out, and that's why I still educate myself. You understand? You can come at me with your ego or not, but keeping in mind, I don't give a fuck what you have to say. Not even a little. You want to come at me with the Jesus talk, and then you want to be like, oh, you have a response to that where you must know everything. Sit the fuck down. Sit down. Sit all the way down. On your knees, talk to your God, and ask why there's other options. Hi, Colby. Yeah, Colby's here. Uh-oh. It's not all humor-based. We have trolls, okay, that we like to play with, and that sometimes we crown king and or president of the trolls. And then we have the Jesus trolls. They're a whole different breed, okay? All right, let's see what we have coming in for Sag Moon. You're going to have a pretty awesome dream. If you can remember your dreams, you might want to put it out there in the mind space that you want to remember your dreams. Somebody is just trying to focus. I love it that this is the bow and arrow with the full moon. I love that. So for this time frame during Sag full moon, focus on what's working for you. If you are on a path and it's flowing and working and you're starting to understand and things are moving in a direction, go in that direction. During this time frame, if there's other parts of your life that are scattered and don't really work out for you, then don't worry about them during this time frame. There's so many trolls here. So many. All right, I'm starting to get hot out here and y'all are pissing me off. Ruining tribe time. You understand that, don't you? You guys get it, that this is why there's an exclusive backdoor for Ravens only. This is why. Yeah, now we have gun trolls. That's okay. They are coming hard. They're bored. It's lunchtime. See, now that's better. You're welcome to call me sexy all you like. I'm okay with that. You don't have to delete it. Destiny, let me have a compliment. God. Sorry. There we go. Well, I like it when they come at me and throw a Bible verse at me and they don't know that I know my Bible verses and it's the wrong one. Like, go away. Go away. Here we go. Yeah, Mimi has had it. He said, you love Big Dak? Yeah. Here we go. All right. Yeah, he said it was John 3:6. That was not John 3:16. Well, thank you, Mr. Baseball. Because we're live. And when you live stream, it features it on the front of the YouTube. And people sometimes there's a button you can click where you can look for who's live. And they literally, I think this is an assertion, okay, that there are people in the world who are like, let's go fuck with somebody. And they do the bothering. Have you seen Daywave and his whole group of fucks? That's what they do, the bothering. Thank you, Jillian. Cloven, I've got you beat on that. He said, you never guessed this, but I'm a single father of 2 who works a full-time job. I'm a single mother of 4 who works a full-time job, goes to graduate school full-time, and runs a business. And I still look like this. Okay. I win. That's Sag Moon energy, okay? All right, so the initiation, ecstasis, joy. You might know somebody who's got really, 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 really blue eyes. And they are, they don't have to have blue eyes. But it's Solus energy, which is masculine energy. It's the sun, which I love it, actually, that during the full moon, okay, we are looking at the full sun. So this is probably maybe a twin flame dynamic, the moon and the sun, my sun and stars, all of that. But you have initiation and ecstasis. Ecstasis is it's the feeling of butterflies. It is, well, you have the passage through the trial, which is so it's like someone's going to initiate something and it absolutely excites something else. I feel like that's important. Tell me about this initiation. What is that? And it's coming from some masculine here. They could have blue eyes. They don't have to. Miscommunication. Warning. Broom. Snowflake. It's complicated. Wow. So something that had totally burned out is coming back to life. It might take the full moon energy to, what does that mean? Something that burned out. You probably just stopped talking to somebody. Like, cut them off. You could just be busy. You know what I mean? These are daily tarot stories. So maybe you talked to this person like 3 or 4 days ago and then have been busy since. And during that busy time, that would be when the phoenix was just ashes. Okay, but there's something about this where it's like whoosh, and it rises it back up, because this is it looks like you guys got in a fight or an argument, or there was fussing and fighting and something wasn't good. It was complicated. And now we have the reconciliation. And that's probably why it's this someone's going to initiate a reconciliation. And it's this Solus character here. Solus, S-O-L-U-S, as in soul, S-O-L, as in Ra, as in sun energy. Okay? Why, thank you, Logan. But it's unfortunate that you think that I don't have a relationship with Jesus. He's my homie. Okay, we talk about stuff. Ace of Wands, 8 of Rods. That's a lot of fire. Ten of Cups. Ace of Rods is, you might be laying down. You might be listening to something. You guys, my dear Jesus trolls, you don't need to worry about swaying the opinion of my subscribers. Okay, if you want to influence, become an influencer. I'm not going to freak out. I'm not going to freak out. I'm not going to freak out. Everyone's like, please shut them up. I know. Well, you might be listening to something like right here. When I'm in the car, if I'm listening to something on my phone, I put it on my shoulder so I can hear it. The ravens are down with Jesus. I know. Listen, the mods want to hear the damn story. They don't really want to have to moderate you grown-ass people. King of what? He's king of what? It feels like you're maybe a little timid. Somebody's emotional here. You win. This could be a Libra male. They could be really, 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 really clean cut, all right? And they want to win, but also, long story short, you win. I think it has more to do with the reason that this person has to come back to you is because you won't. Have you ever, you guys could be like, there's 3 9s here. Somebody could be 49, one person could be 59, something like that. Like it's like a 9-10 year gap. It could be an age or how long you guys have known each other or something like that. But I can't wave with my left hand. It feels more like whatever this is, okay, someone here absolutely slammed a door. It feels like there was all kinds of communication and we were trying to multiply and all of this stuff happened and somebody got sick of it. Somebody's like, okay, well, I'm not going to we're still having the Jesus fight. This is new. Okay, this is something that's only been going on for like 2 months. We've been doing this for 10 years, and we don't usually get infiltrated by the Jesus troll. So you're just like, deuces. You may have said deuces. They don't like it when you say deuces to them, but you did. And now here they are with this reconciliation. It feels like you win. Look at how blue these eyes are. In both of these images, they could have really fair skin or be the prettiest. I think the prettiest complexion is dark skin with blue eyes. But that's just me. Like Jackson Avery on Grey's Anatomy. Oh my goodness. That's a delicious chunk of chocolate I'd like to eat, let me tell you. Whoa. So, all right, they're like, you win. I don't know what you win or whatever, but here they come. This is reconciliation, and you're like, hey, yourself? I said deuces too. And I put out the, it was over text. I was like, are we hanging out or what? And he's like, oh, I'm busy doing, being busy. I'm like, okay. Or he said, actually, I can't today. And I was like, yeah, me either. Deuces. I haven't fucking talked to the dude since. Why? What for? Cause boy, I can be your medicine, your Ritalin when you're fiending. If you won't be my knight in shining, when I'm crying, when I'm screaming. Oh, please, please, please. Quit dragging my heart through the coals. Woo, oh, please, please, please stop trying to fix it, cause baby, it's broke. When it's late at night and you call me, cause I got another man fixing my blues. Worry about nothing, baby, cause I'll never love someone new the way I love you. You probably really did love this person, but fuck them. They think that you are strong. They think that you are healed and strong, and my little darling is a firecracker. Bro, if somebody was abusing you daily and you go back to them, what does that say? The moon is in Sagittarius, and Dharma Jane says things get mad at me or don't. If you are looking at me saying this person abuses me every day, and then you're on here watching tarot about them, wondering if they're going to come back, you are asking to be abused. If you've already split up, stay away from them. Block them, whatever. This person is not abusive. This person is annoying. Okay, big difference. Huge difference. And they're probably not even annoying. They're probably just busy. They probably are opinionated. They're probably really, really, really alpha. Right? If they're coming out as soulless, that is sun energy. That's pure divine masculine energy. They're probably just a really, really, really masculine man. And masculine men typically attract really, really, really submissive women. And then they get hold of a raven and they're trying to tell you what to do. And you're like, yeah, see ya. And then you leave. And they're like, I don't know what to do with my hands. That is not a common reaction that I'm used to. What do they want? Ten of Swords, Ace of Swords, the Empress. So somebody was like holding themselves in place just in case their past came back. I think that at one point or another, this particular masculine was really in love with somebody and it didn't work out and they broke up, split up, did whatever they do. And they have been, that says 1 to 2 years, have been sitting around hoping that that would work itself out. But I keep hearing, we're never, ever, ever getting back together. And so they're like, what am I doing? Especially now that you're like, peace out. I'm gonna head out. They're like, whoa, wait, because it's like they are whatever they're doing. Okay, they pushed you away, and I think that maybe they probably thought that you were gonna hang out and be available and do whatever for whatever, but they're not. This is a King of Swords for sure, and they like puff out. You have this King and Queen of Swords. So you're either both air signs or you're both mad at each other, but I doubt it. All right, so there's the message right there. Tell me more about what that looks like. It is so fucking hot out here. I can't even think. I'm glistening. I've moved to a place of glistening. 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and the Empress. 6 of Cups, 9 of Swords. They are going to bend the knee. 9 of Cups, Ace of Cups. You can have whatever you like. 10 of Pentacles is a long-term relationship. 6 of Pentacles for me is always reciprocation. 6 of Cups is a person that's meant to be in your life. And this Empress is ending up with 9 of Cups, which is being satisfied. But what is it like? Can we get some exacts for people to have the psychic part of the thing? So this is at nighttime. Somebody might be walking around outside at night. You may have like forgotten something outside or whatever. You're just outside. And it might be really, really dark. Like you have a hard time seeing out there. The Fool, Ace of Wands. Somebody might be sitting up looking at some kind of screen or a mirror or something like that, and they have like a glass of wine or I don't know. That's the 2 of Cups. I'm like, what is this all about? What is this reconciliation about? The Fool, Ace of Wands, 2 of Cups. It could be someone new, I suppose. See, and that's the thing. First of all, this person is like 10 years older than you. Or they feel like they're that much older than you. But more importantly, you're not paying attention to them. You're not asking for them to come around. We are not, ravens do not chase. Okay, it's too hot for that. Ravens sit in a tree and cackle with other ravens until they show up. This is staying in your own lane. Look at her. Busy. Focusing, studying, doing whatever you're doing in your own lane. And there's something about manifestation that when you stop worrying about what you're trying to manifest, that's when it shows up. Temperance, Ace of Cups. Or don't mind if I do. I think it might just be a conversation. What is the outcome of the conversation? Two of Cups, Ace of Wands. Oh my God, again. The Star, the Fool. There's something about this, though, that lets you know that because of the way that they are entering or being around or doing whatever that they're doing, that they maybe learn their lesson or they understand where you're coming from and that you mean it, or it's truth. It's the full, whole truth. They heard you. They get it. They don't want to feel like that again. And so they're going to break a pattern. They want you to meet them somewhere. The resolution that they're coming up with is very healed. There's several cards here that talk about healing. You guys might heal each other. This is the healer and the hero, right? But it feels like you guys need each other for whatever reason. And so you get together and sparks fly. And I mean, the outcome keeps being the Two of Cups, which is being together. You actually going to see this person? Maybe. I pulled too many cards. I hate it when I do that. That's so hot out here. I can't think. Are you actually going to see this person? Yeah, you might sit around and watch TV or something. If you will give them the time of day, okay? If you will give them the time of day, then yes, you will see them. But if you're not willing to like hear them out because you already said deuces, can we get an indication for who this is? Justice. It could be a Libra. Anything else for this time frame? There it is. That it's the relationship that you were waiting for. You go from the Nine of Pentacles, which is single, to the Two of Cups, which is in a partnership, with the Wheel of Fortune, which is and the Six of Cups. Oh my God, this was supposed to happen just like this. I don't think that you think that it is. Y'all are driving me fucking bonkers. I'm done with this. I love you guys so much. I'm probably not, if I come back on for another, it'll be tonight, and it will probably be on members for the extended members, folks. Everybody ready for a new Libra reading? We need to do another Libra, Aqua, and Sag just to get caught up. And then I'll work on the other signs eventually. Okay, but this is your moons. And I've got to get out of this room. I don't know if you've watched from the beginning of the show until now. I've gone from dry to wet. You're welcome. You're welcome. Don't forget to get your decks, okay? DharmaJane.com. And don't forget to join us next week, starting next week, for the yoga. There's plenty of meditations over on the channel as well. And otherwise, I'll see you guys.